Okay, welcome to Katharine's Creatures, Episode 4. This is a series where I get to discuss and talk a little bit about all different kind of mythological entities, beasts, beings, and the like from all over the world. Today we're actually going to go Greek and discuss the mares of Diomedes. But before I kind of go and touch on these animals, I wanted to just preface by saying that I know I'm not a linguist, and if I butcher any names, I do apologize in advance. But now let's go into it. Okay, so the mares of Diomedes, also sometimes known as the mares of Thrace, were four man-eating or flesh-eating horses, often depicted with very sharp teeth, pale in flesh. But these four horses were owned by the king of Thrace, Diomedes, who was a child of Ares, god of war. Now, there are two kind of notable stories that kind of are associated with these mares. First one, who's a little more obscure actually, is that the actual historical character, Alexander the Great, claimed that his own horse was descended from those man-eating, flesh-eating mares. So I thought that was kind of pretty neat. Now, the main story that everybody might know, it pertains to Hercules or Heracles and his 12 labors. One of those 12 was to tame and bring back these mares. So Hercules, during these tasks, arrives in Thrace and again tries to go and barter his way to get the horses. The stories kind of vary a little bit. Obviously, Diomedes is not thrilled about the idea, and the king is not necessarily the greatest king or host anyways, because he is known to feed strangers and even sometimes his guests to his horses. So there are four, I think, different versions of how Hercules accomplishes his feat, but they all pertain breaking the iron chains that the horses were bound to a bronze manger. And thereupon the stories kind of diverge for a little bit before returning to the same point that regardless of what exactly happened in the version, Diomedes ends up being killed and fed to his horses. And once the horses, the mares, eat their old owner, they become very calm and docile and allow Hercules to take control of them. So, interesting story in among itself, and they are kind of fantastical, fascinating, and fearsome creatures that have been replicated in artworks throughout history and even different modern day mythological and fantasy stories. If you have any questions for me pertaining to this or any other mythological creature, post them in the comments below or message me on social media. If you want to see anything featured, again, just let me know. And until next time, Skål.